this is the type of individual that is coaching and training and teaching the young men that protect our freedom. So without further ado, head coach of the football, Merchant Marine Academy, Mike Toop.
Thank you very much. It's very humbling to be here today on this type of occasion. And, you know, I had the opportunity to coach Murph, I won't say how many years ago, but having coached him and the type of player he was, when I found out what he was doing, none of us who coached him were surprised, because that's the type of individual he was, and he played with the same passion and intensity that he puts forth in this foundation. We adopted Mikey Weinstein 5 years ago, and it was just an incredible experience. Unfortunately, Mikey's had some setbacks, and he had to move down to Florida. So he's not with us, and I'm here for Mikey today. And as a coach, when Murph came and with Jackie and Taryn, and they spoke to the team when we adopted Mikey, it was pretty amazing to listen to it. And Murph said, Coach, you know, all you're trying to do is try and give some support to the family and that type of thing. And I'll tell you what, it's really worked the other way around. You know, as Bob said, these children are heroes. You know, I have a son who's a captain in the Marine Corps, and I haven't heard from him for a couple of months because he's been out in the desert in California training. But he finally got back. He'll be home Monday night, and he actually shot me a text, and he said, Dad, tell Mikey and everyone, you know, we're with him. And as Bob said, I mean, he's a Marine, and he trains, and we consider them heroes, but that's what they signed up for. None of these children signed up for this, and they're the true heroes. And the inspiration that Mikey has shown my staff and my team is, you couldn't put a price tag on. Now, you know, we had a game yesterday against Hobart College, and we got beat. And you go into every game and you have a game plan. And, you know, we were 3-0 going into the game, and this one didn't work too well yesterday, obviously. But the point I'm trying to make right now is that in football, you go into every game with a game plan, and you have things that you can go to during the game if things are working, and you track things. And this is what we use, and this is what just about every football coach, they do things a little bit differently. But you go into every game with a game plan. And the game plan for pediatric cancer right now is this. This is the game plan. There is none. Doctors are working their tails off, foundations are working their tails off to try and find a cure, but right now there's no cure. This is the game plan right now for pediatric brain cancer. And the one thing that I have found in the 5 years being associated with Mikey and this foundation is that this right here, despite this terrible disease that inflicts thousands of children, this seal brings a smile to everyone's face. And, you know, right now, I should be down at school game planning for the next game, because that's what we do for a living in this profession. But when Murph called me, I said, I'll be there, because I've got a great staff. And I talked to my team, and I said, guys, I won't be there at the meeting at 2 o'clock. And I was actually going to have about 5 or 6 of my seniors that don't want to come up and represent Mikey, but due to the government's infinite wisdom, if they do not come to some kind of agreement with the budget, the academy will be shut down on Monday night. So the professors decided to pile homework on the boys, so they had to stay back and do a little bit extra work. The one thing I'll tell you is, to this day, as a football coach, I've been doing this for 36 years. And, you know, you get into the whole pregame talk and routine, and Murph's heard me a couple times pregame. You talk to the team and get them fired up and that kind of thing. To this day, and I wish I had it yesterday, the best pregame speech I've ever heard in my life was by Taryn. The day that they came and they introduced us to Mikey, and before we met Mikey, Murph came down and she spoke about her sister Jaclyn in detail. And we adopted Mikey the day of the game. It was our homecoming game. And Murph said, Coach, you got to get him. I said, I don't care. And right then and there, every one of my guys for the rest of their lives were touched. And I know a lot of you college kids that are here right now, what you're doing, you can't put a price tag on it. Keep it up. Support these kids. They need you. And I'll tell you what, like I said, the effect they have on me, Mikey's had on me, and every one of my guys, I'll tell you what, I think we're the ones that are really learning. Pleasure to be here. It's an honor. I'm humbled to be here. Thank you very much.